In the latest episode of Tom Gets a New Thing, you guys watch along as I build it.
Hello, this is a Studiobricks OnePlus VO Edition vocal booth. I bought this to record voiceovers and do vocal work, etc. inside my own home. Now this thing weighs half a ton, so we've got to get it inside and get it up onto the first floor as well, which is where my office is based. Hopefully the beams are going to be able to hold it, otherwise we'll have a very quick entry and access system into my living room. Then we'll record some samples at the end of the video to show you exactly what the environment is all about and give you an idea of what this Studiobricks OnePlus VO Edition vocal booth can do. How the flipping hell are we going to get up there? I suppose we just sort of cut down here, really. Hang on.
I'm revealing the logo for the camera.
Yeah, all right. Shit, my dad's going to be watching this thinking, God, your Stanley knife etiquette is terrible.
Do you want a cape?
Do I want to what?
You can become shrink wrap man, doesn't it?
Oh, sugar. Right, something's just fallen out. Ah. You know how they do those like really glamorous reveals on game shows and stuff? This isn't like that. Oh,
It's quite a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff in there, yeah.
Ooh. I mean, to be honest, I'm just eyeing up your raspberry white chocolate cookies.
Oh, I've had 2 of those. You can't have any more. They're mine. I know you're going to think selfish, and yet you'd be right.
Lovely, got it. Yeah, great.
Pivot it back up, right. Okay. That is f***ing heavy. Does it come apart? Because there is definitely a join line.
No. Good.
So today we're not building the Studiobricks. This bit's going to live here.
Ah, you Ah, stop. Oh. Hey, look at the state of that. Oh. What a big girl's blouse. We've been busy unpacking it. Let's go handheld a sec, because I want to show everybody exactly what we're dealing with. So we've got bits in here, we've got the door here, we've got part of the floor here, and then if you come into the kitchen, which isn't really the kitchen anymore, more of a demolition area, to be honest with you, that's what we've got. So shed some light on the situation. So that's what we're dealing with. And all of this has got to go upstairs. I'm living in a box. I'm living in a cardboard box. So you now join me in the studio then. We've got the floor bit on its own, we brought that up here. So now what we're going to do is look at the instructions and try and piece the rest of it together. I think they said 2 to 3 hours for the first time to build it or something like that. And it's 1:10 now, so I reckon if we can get this up and assembled by 4 to 5 o'clock, I'll be quite happy with that. So let's get on with it. Okay, so we build up the first level and then we put the carpet in. Spirit level. Got any bubbles for it? Well, that is more by lot than judgment. That's spot on. Brilliant.
Turns out that new build house is square.
Should I do it standing inside the booth? Proper Homes under the hammer. Hello, we're here today and I'm with a 2 up, 2 down semi in the middle of Gravesend.
I don't want to know about your semis.
The next part of the build is the door. The problem I'm thinking is that we've obviously got to get this door on. Then we've still got to build the booth around it. We've still got to put wall parts up here, wall parts up here. We've got to go up to the ceiling. Let's get it upstairs and get it on, shall we? See how difficult it actually is. I just walk into shop. Nice one. I wasn't actually finished.
Yeah, well, it was getting a bit boring.
Oh. Stop walking in my shots! Okay, come on then. There we go, that's spot on.
Right, the door is in. Just.
How the f am I getting out of here? This is it. I'm in here forever now.
It's running smoothly down there.
Like that. We started at 1:10. It's now 3 o'clock and we're still not finished. So 2 to 3 hours with a couple of weak, feeble, lazy people clearly is not the case.
I'll get a hammer.
I've found our problem.
What's that?
Turn it upside down.
Ah. So I don't know if you called that, but basically what we've been doing for the last 10 minutes is struggling to put the bloody side panel on by the door, and as it turns out we've had it on the wrong way the whole time.
Vertical post, please.
Right. I'm gonna take it. I'm going rogue. I'm going handheld. Let's see what it's like inside here. Look, warm. You're not wrong. It's looking like a vocal booth, though, isn't it?
I should f***ing hope so.
I'm not sure I like it. Should we take it down?
Do you honestly think you're funny?
The hand of God, that's what it is.
I think it's more. I'm trying to think of a funny pun. I can't.
Well, you know, tenner for every time you've had that problem.
F you.
So my plan is that we both grab here,
Right.
we lift it, and then one of us at a time moves our hands onto here and we pivot it up. Okay, I've got the weight.
Right. You're on your own here, mate.
Yep, that's fine. The booth's doing the heavy lifting now. Right, I'm in the booth, I'm talking, and as usual, I'm chatting shit.
Hang on, because I haven't got enough grip.
Yep.
Right, we need to. Okay.
One of us needs to be inside.
I'll balance it. You go inside. You know what you're doing.
So,
Careful.
yeah, I've got it, I've got it.
Okay. Is it in? It's in! So you can see inside here now with the world's most inconsistent lighting tech. Off! Oh, you.
Well, why don't we put Tom inside and then he can demonstrate by not getting any quieter.
Okay.
Don't pretend.
Look at that. It may look like a, I don't know, what does that look like? A hand dryer? Something like that? It's not a hand dryer, it's the ventilation kit. So we're on the home straight then. Basically we've, as you can see, I've now got the booth assembled, which is great. We're basically now in the position where we're putting the soundproofing and the last sort of bits of acoustic material to try and deaden some of the echo in the booth. And then we've got to put the arm on for the microphone and then put the desk on as well for the laptop and stuff like that. Yeah, last few bits to get done. Hopefully within the next sort of half an hour or so we should be pretty much there. Kind of coming off in two pieces, which is a little bit annoying. There we are. Oh shit, that's not come off there either. So that's pretty much it. So let's go up like that, put the pressure. Yeah, it's a little bit skew with, but I'll take it.
So, what are the instructions and are we following them?
Well, I mean, you know, you're a smart man, Luke, and I'm not, so I think that together you could figure this out. Yeah, I think this is a you problem, to be honest, mate.
Do you want to take the camera?
I'm not saying I do, but I'm also not going to say I don't either, to be honest. Well, that flew off, didn't it? See, I can. Oh shit! No, I can't. If you push that in. Can I just say, we started this at 10:30 this morning. It's now 6 p.m. and we're still not done. 3 to 4 hours.
A vase of 75 or a vase of 100?
Right, we finally got this one finished then. I mean, it's been like a hell of a long day. We started at 10:30 when the vocal booth was delivered, and it's now 6:30. But yeah, it's up, it's working, everything's installed. Anyway, come on, have a look inside. Let's show you what this is all about then. If you come on in, we've got this here, which is my Shure SM7B microphone. That's just going into quite an old, actually, Behringer interface. I bought this whilst I was living in Spain. It's a nice little interface, to be honest with you. It does the job, it does a purpose. Before it goes into that, actually, the microphone, it goes into this thing. It's called a boost. It's a preamp because the Shure, being a dynamic microphone, essentially requires quite a lot of gain, and if you have a lot of gain you get background hiss. So the whole idea is that this preamps the microphone, stops all the hiss, stops all the background noise. That's just running into a MacBook Pro, and then we've got a separate monitor up on the top here as well. That's basically kind of how it sits in the Studiobricks OnePlus VO edition. Lovely. So this is the raw sound then in the booth. As you can see, acoustically wise, it is pretty bloody fantastic, to be honest with you. I mean, there's no echo. I've pulled the door shut. I've pulled the handle up, which seals the door as well. Everything about it is absolutely fantastic in here. So what I'm now going to do is, by the magic of editing, I'm now using the TLM 103. This is the Neumann microphone. I've been very kindly supplied this by Neumann, who have lent it to me for a week just to try it out. This microphone does normally sound a little bit better than this, but I don't have a pop filter to hand, unfortunately. First of all, here's the Neumann TLM 103 with a short script from the Gran Turismo Sport video game that I voiced back in 2017. Double yellow. This flag indicates that the track is fully or partially blocked. For example, when a car spins out and is stopped on the track, or if the marshals are working on the track. This is indicated by two waving yellow flags. I've now hooked up the Shure SM7B. This is the microphone that I would normally use in this environment. Just to give a brief overview of the difference between the two, very, very basic and layman's terms. The Neumann is what's known as a condenser microphone. That generally means that it picks up sort of room reverberation. So in this kind of environment, it's pretty much perfect, to be honest with you. But I'm used to using the Shure SM7B. This is a dynamic microphone, so it generally only picks up what's directly in front of it. So if I talk into the microphone, then it's great. If I move further away, it picks up a little bit less. As we're going to change over to the Shure SM7B. We're now using the Shure SM7B. So just to demonstrate what that means in terms of the difference between the microphones, if I talk into the Shure SM7B right now directly into it, that's absolutely fine. But if I move further away, my voice gets very quiet very, very quickly indeed. And if I get a little bit closer to it and a bit closer and a bit closer, you can hear that it gets a little bit louder. Double yellow. This flag indicates that the track is fully or partially blocked. For example, when a car spins out and is stopped on the track, or if the marshals are working on the track. And there we are then. So that's how it sounds in the studio between the Neumann TLM 103 without a pop filter, I should add as well. And this is how the Shure SM7B sound. That's a comparison of the audio in the Studiobricks OnePlus vocal booth. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, and see you next time.